Paz, a 7-0 victory here at the Windsor Food Service Stadium over Morpeth. No hangover from Saturday.
No, I think that's the most pleasing thing. I think you're always worried after, such an occasion, Saturday, and such the effort that we all put in, is that you're worried about how much energy's in there, and that you're worried that the standard that what we might get. But I should never have to worry, especially with this group of players. Fantastic performance, probably a perfect performance. If I'm a little critical, I thought we started slow the second half, but I'll give them 5 minutes after winning. Obviously the margin that we've done. No, what a great performance.
Starting off so quickly, was that in mind, especially after we've had a couple of games this year where we've put a lot of effort on the game before, and then the first half's been a little bit of a struggle?
Yeah, it's one of our main things that we do is start brightly. The tempo's always ramped up the first 20 minutes. We believe we can win games in the first 20 minutes. I think that was probably evident tonight. That's our philosophy. It's not luck. It's what we work on to do that and do certain things the first 20 minutes to try and get in behind teams and get goals on the board. I think even more tonight with obviously the distance that they've travelled, so obviously we're hoping that they started a little bit sluggish and still on the bus, but like I said, we started perfect, did everything that we needed to do, full of energy, full of work rate, and we kind of ran through them pretty early doors.
Liam Hughes obviously getting an assist and a goal tonight in his in the first 10 so minutes. How good is it to have him back in contention after a couple of weeks out, especially starting on the last two games?
Yeah, I've done no excuse from the previous games. He's obviously a big player in the certain way I like to play. I like to have that certain type of player down the middle. That's taking nothing away from the players that's been in that position, but he does give us something different. And obviously evident in the first 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of the game. Just the amount of problems that he was causing, not just his hold-up play, which I thought was exceptional today. I think when a ball's in the box, he's very hard to defend. The size of him, his movement in there, which I don't think he gets enough credit for. And obviously when the ball lands to him, he's pretty clinical.
The man that obviously deputised in that centre forward role, Vaughan Redford, 3 goals tonight. When he sort of plays in that Hughesy role, he doesn't seem to get as many shots off or in and amongst the scoring, but once he's dropped back into that 10, obviously as evidenced tonight, he's really got that goal scoring touch again, hasn't he?
Yeah, I've obviously known Vaughan for years, and him and his family, and obviously as a player I know what his traits are more than anyone. He likes to drop into pockets, he likes to make forward runs, he likes to get on the ball and get other people in, but then he likes to then put himself on the 6-yard box. Obviously when he plays the 9, it's a different type of game he's got to do. That said, when he plays in the 8 or the 10 as we call it, it allows him to start in that position, pick his pockets off, and then go with bursts into the area. And so far he's if not one of our best players this year. I think he's been exceptional. He's definitely gone on to another level, and he should be proud of himself, because it's only him that deserves a pat on the back, because he's put the hard work in. I see it day in, day out. I see it at training sessions, I've seen it pre-season, I've seen the work and dedication that he puts in, and he's getting the goals, he's getting the just rewards for that now, and may it continue.
Let's talk about the manner of the strikes as well. That first one, an absolute beauty with the outside of his foot. The second one, a clinical finish from the edge. The third one, a little bit lucky with the finish inside, but the touch inside the box to get away from the 2 defenders. How brilliant was that hat-trick? Yeah,
fantastic hat-trick. First goal, phenomenal. What a goal that was. I saw a comment the other day that he said that against, I can't remember what side it was, where he's gone through and he's dinked it over the goalie. That was one of his favourite goals. I think that's going to be up there now with it. But yeah, his all-round game tonight were perfect. But everyone will look at his goals, rightly so. Everyone will look at his touches around the box, linking people in, getting other people, creating assists, scoring an hat-trick. That's great. But to me, the main asset for him tonight is just how hard he worked. He was all over the pitch, breaking it up, winning headers, winning second balls, and then that allowed him to create his magic and do his magic. And he fully deserved the hat-trick and the ball.
I think one person that might be a little bit disappointed when Vaughan's first one went in might have been Jay after his stunning finish to put us further ahead. Obviously, it had to come off, but what a great finish, and how is he?
Yeah, he's a bit sore at the minute in time, but it shouldn't be anything to worry about. Obviously, the situation of the game, we took precaution on that side of things. Same with Josh Wilde. But again, Jay's hit a rich vein of form at the minute in time, so we're blessed in that position. We're blessed in all wide areas. Colin came today and made a massive impact as well. So a big shout out to him. So we're blessed in them areas. But yeah, if we're talking about Jay in the part he played in his goal, probably typifies himself at the minute in time. You know, his bags of pace, beating players. And again, what another great finish, straight in the top corner. You know, I couldn't have wished for a better finish.
And the most important finish of the night was the first one in the second minute. How good is it to have Greeny back to selection after just a couple of games missing?
Yeah, massive. We've just been mentioning on the sideline last 10 minutes is that we're so blessed with in the middle of the park. Every single one of us give us something different, and it's again with Greeny. You know, his natural instinct is to running beyond, running to pockets. Not just that, he's a leader on the pitch and organisers. So it's a massive plus for us to have him back, because in certain games, you know, he's going to be vital for us in the way we play, and maybe have to adapt to other teams as well. So it gives us something different in there. But so does Vaughan, so does Terry, so does Wedge, so does Alex. You know, like I said, I'm really blessed in there to have, you know, 5 different type of players that can all do something a little bit different and all have the strengths and weaknesses, and it's a really privileged position I've got, really.
I know we're going back to it a little bit, but after the weekend we had, in terms of how much pride went into the players, how much you waxed lyrical about them, praised everybody, how important was it that no one sort of rested on them laurels and didn't try today? Because obviously there was some effort.
Yeah, I think that comes from me. That's me doing my job. I think anyone knows that in the changing room knows me, that, you know, I'm fair but firm with them, and you know, I can lose my temper quite often a little bit if standards are not up to scratch. So it was my job to make sure that was. And I think again, I'll go back to the squad. The good human beings all the way through there. They all know the principles of what we believe in, and that is working hard and doing the basics of football before we even look at anything else. And if you can't run, you can't work hard, you can't be a team player, then you can't be in this side. Simple as that. And not you can't be in this side, you can't walk through these gates and represent this club. It's as simple as that. And not one of them in there falls into the naughty category, should I say. So, you know, fair play to them. They've all put in a shift, they've all done well. And let's not forget as well, we've used the squad very, very well tonight, and that just shows the competition in there and the hunger to get into the starting lineup and keep in the starting lineup. Yeah,
2 points there to hone in on. It's a team game, and the overall performance. We've talked about the attacking side, the defensive side again, defensively disciplined, and also the squad, because obviously Jack came back in to show how much strength we've got at centre half. With them 2 points in mind, how good was it to get the clean sheet today?
Yeah, massive, and also for the goalkeeping department as well. You know, I think, you know, we are attacking based football. I always say I don't mind winning 4-3 rather than 1-0. It's just the way I am. But you know, secretly underneath all that, you know, good sides built on good defence and clean sheets. Again, you know, we made changes at the back. You know, today we had to make changes through the game. Both full-backs changed position. Jack came in. We know what we get with Jack. We know what we got last year with him. He was in the team of the year, you know, for the league. He had something different to both centre halves again. And again today we thought that we needed just that little bit of centre half that's got that extra little bit of pace to help nullify their threats. And again, all 3 of them will fight it out. Both full-backs will fight it out, and that's the way it is. And every single one of them that played today were exceptional, and they deserved the clean sheet because they did the basics of football well.
I know you said we like a 4-3 victory, but we'll take the 7-0 tonight. Moving into Saturday then, Atherton Collieries. How important is it, after raising the standards once again, to maintain that level of performance on Saturday?
Yeah, it's vital. We keep, you know, again, I go back to what I've said in the changing rooms. It's kind of like a mini league now for us. It's back to us bread and butter, and we kind of gone back in time a year because we're back in the same position that we were last year with bags of games coming up, playing Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, and going into this Saturday again, which is going to be another tough game. But that's why we need a tough squad. That's why we need a very good squad to get through these games, keep rotating, keep people fresh and keep playing on the front foot, and we'll be doing that again Saturday. But you know, like I said, we entered our mini league where we've now got to get as many points as we can coming through a busy period and keep the pressure on.